please just play one to warm up. No extra charge. No charge at all. Recognize some folks from the post office. Nice to see you. All right, without further ado. When you're lonely, call me when you're blue. Call me Mr. Lucky if I get a call from you. You know that I still love you. You know I'll be around. You know you got my number. Call me up and bring me down. Just a conversation with no communication. And I don't know what I'll do. I want to hold you near me, baby, you can't hear me, and I can't hang up on you. Hello, operator, please stay on the line. Can you send somebody to repair this heart of mine? Thank you, sir, for calling. The doctor's not at home, but I can end your problems if I disconnect your phone. Got a hesitation about a cancellation. If it means that we are through, I really ought to go now, baby, I don't know how. If I can't hang up on you. Well, if I had a nickel, and if I had a dime, and if I had to tell you what's been on my mind, I built myself a castle, call myself a king. I went up on the throne for the phone to ring. Just an illustration of my infatuation. It's no exaggeration, it's just complete frustration. I need some insulation from the situation, like some small vacation, some remote location, a little recreation, and a few libations, and I swear that's what I'll do. Got a wrong number, about to put me under, if I can't hang up on, can't hang up on you. Thank you. That's all right. All right, that's got that down-home flavor to it. Tell you a story. I had a friend that was an importer of sorts, call him that. He started out with a little panel truck with no headlights, and he used to run it back and forth across the border at night, bringing good things, you know, for the Americanos. He graduated to sailboats, and the Coast Guard owns about 3 of those now. But he said the big money was, you know, aside from the obvious vegetable matter, he said that the big money was in piranhas. You can't buy piranhas in this country anymore. Iguanas, you know, llamas, I don't know, manana, marijuana. The song kind of wrote itself. No animals were harmed in this, the making of this. There's a human that meets an untimely end near the end. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Amigo, I tell you, I'm happy to send you whatever makes you happy too. Uncle Sam has a list of the things he insists are the things that are not good for you. But life will go on in the land of mañana. We don't really care what you do. We just think it's funny you'd pay so much money for someone to bring you a few piranhas, iguanas, boas and llamas, snakes and tarantulas too. Strange cigarettes, dangerous pets, birds that talk and fishes that chew. Piranhas, iguanas, boas and llamas, and over the border we go to bring to your door the illegal flora and fauna of old Mexico. Now driving at midnight in a truck with no headlights is fun, but it's dangerous too. We were stopped by the order of a cop at the border who was hearing a noise like a zoo. He went for a look, we were cursing our luck and saying a prayer or two. Came a horrible sound when the dust settled down. All that we found was his shoe. Now, amigo, I tell you, I'm happy to send you whatever makes you happy too. Committing a crime or just passing the time, that's between the federales and you. When they knock on the door comes the law with a warrant. I'm sure you will know what to do. But I laugh till I'm crying to think of you trying to flush down the animals too. Piranhas, iguanas, boas and llamas, snakes and tarantulas too. Strange cigarettes, dangerous pets, and some mushrooms the Indians grew. Piranhas, iguanas, boas and llamas, and over the border we go to bring to your door the illegal flora and fauna of old Mexico. Had a brush with success here and there. This song was cut by Bert and Ernie on Sesame Street years ago. I had to clean it up a little. This is more like the original version, but I can't remember the clean version. I never, something that extolled the virtues of taking a nap and, you know, cleaning up after yourself. Kind of cut the heart right out of the song. Yeah. It's a little tune you can sing next time you have company and you're scrubbing out the tub. You can eat like a hog when you come to our house. Bring the kids and the dog when you come to our house. Stay up all night with the TV on. Bring a friend or a neighbor along. And everybody stay till the food's all gone. 'Cause our house is your house too. Well, you can sit in the favorite chair when you come to our house. It's the one with the remote. Leave the drain full of hair when you come to our house. laboring in the tub. And when you're all through, you can use all the towels and the toothbrushes too. Mama don't mind cleaning up after you, because our house is your house too. Yes, you come to our house is your house too. Help us out, Richard. Yes, if you come to our house, undo a button or two. Just let out your belt and live like the family do. Because if you come to our house is your house. Next time we come see you. Take off your shoes or your clothes when you come to our house. Pick your teeth or your nose when you come to our house. Go out to the kitchen, demand to be fed. Take a nap in your shoes, sleep a sand in the bed. Just so you know what we meant when we said that our house is your house too. Yes, if you come to our house is your house too. Said that you come to our house, undo a button or two. Just let out your belt and live like the family do. Cause if you come to our house is your house. Next time we'll come see you. Richard mentioned that I had done something with the Andrews sisters, but it was
not now, Chuck. No.
It was in their absence. Actually, we toured Vietnam together, but it was a different war, I think. I was there a generation later. Okay. Oh, anyway, here we go. This is an old Andrews Sisters song out of the 30s or 40s, somewhere in there. And Mom says we sound just like them, so thanks, Mom. How's it start? There you go. A little man walked up and down to find an eating place in town. He read the menu through and through to see what 15 cents could do. One meatball, one meatball, one meatball. He could afford but one meatball. He told the waiter near at hand the simple dinner he had planned. The guests were startled, one and all, to hear that waiter loudly call, one meatball, one meatball, one meatball. This here gent wants one meatball. Little man felt very sad. One meatball was all he had. And in his dreams he hears this call. You get no bread with one meatball. You get no bread with one meatball. You get no bread with one meatball. One meatball. mashed potato, one meatball. You don't get no bread with one meatball. Rolfe and I have done some traveling this year. Oh, we're doing this one, huh?
Yeah, we have.
Okay. All right. Want to do another one instead? Okay.
Change it all?
Yeah, let's do that one.
Okay.
We this song got us to Tucson this year. And we played for. Oh, I got another Tucson story.
Yeah, we'll save that for later.
Yeah, it's hot in Tucson. Have you? Anybody ever been there?
Terrific Mexican food in Tucson, though.
Oh, everywhere.
Excellent.
You can't
Excellent.
go. We had good Mexican food right here in Redding, in
Yeah.
fact. Yeah. But it's a wonderful place, but they like you to stay. Have you noticed that? That's right next door here. We got in and got served easily enough, but we couldn't get out of that place.
The old Eagles song that comes to mind.
So, yeah. Welcome to the Hotel Redding Casa. What?
Check in, but you can never leave.
Casa, they stay a while. They were swamped, you know. God bless them. They were working real hard. We just wanted to leave, you know. Wanted to come over here. All right, this is a song that was inspired by my dad. Actually, my dad was a career military man, and he fought in World War II and Korea, and stayed in. Was raised in the Great Depression, and I couldn't help contrasting my life with that. And I've lived in a time of great prosperity and had things pretty easy. Didn't have to go to war. Actually, when I did go to war, it was with a guitar. And I got to entertain over there instead of slinging bullets. So I feel very fortunate. I asked my dad how he got through all those tough times, and he said, wasn't much to it. I just did what I had to do. I got away with doing as I please. There's an old saying, I think John Adams said it after the Revolutionary War. He said, I am a soldier that my son might be a poet. My dad lived to see that. He didn't like it much. From the time I could walk, and from all who would love me, and all that could save me, I ran. Down every back road, up every blind alley that left me back where I began. I said all the wrong things to all the right people, burned every bridge on the way. And it's all by the grace of the angels that watch over fools that I stand here today. For luck was my lady, and fate was my master. They made me whatever I am. I smiled at good fortune, laughed at disaster. The outcome was out of my hands, and I fared pretty well, though in spite of myself, for I never had much of a plan. I just did what I wanted, did what I had to. Now I just do what I can. And if I had half of the love and the money and the chances that I've thrown away, I would always be faithful, never be lonely. I'd be a rich man today. But if my cup is half full, Still I'm thankful for the good things that did come to stay. And if I had the chance to do it all over, I'd do most of it just the same way. For luck was my lady, fate was my master. They made me whatever I am. I smiled at good fortune, laughed at disaster. The outcome was out of my hands, and I fared pretty well, though in spite of myself, for I never had much of a plan. I just did what I wanted, did what I had to. Now I just do what I can. I just did what I wanted, did what I had to. Now I just do what I can. So there we are in Tucson. They say it's a dry heat, you know. I say stick your head in the oven. That's dry heat right there. You wouldn't walk to the end of the block without a canteen, you know. So we're carrying bottles of water around and stuff, having a good time. And at some of these folk festivals, they have a little feature called a ballad tree, where everybody goes out and sits under a tree. In Tucson, it's kind of it's got thorns, you know. It's you know, whatever can stand up to the sun. And so we kind of, when the shade would move a little, everybody would move their chairs. And we sat around at the ballad tree, and everybody was singing their songs and sharing their feelings, expressing themselves. It was beautiful. And everybody's song had larks in it, and willows and streams and, you know, fields and stuff. Yeah. And I sang this song, and everybody got up and left. I never claimed to be politically correct. You know? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. You went away a month ago, you never said goodbye. Now here you are, Lord, you're all dressed up, you got a twinkle in your eye. But there's something different about you, something I just can't place. Well, it seems kind of strange, but there's some kind of change, and it's plain as a nose on your, that's it, you've had a nose job. Nose job. You got a brand new nose, brand new clothes, a whole new style and grace. Nose job, nose job. Your new nose goes with your new clothes, but not with the rest of your face. I'm sure it's just the style of nose to fit your jet-set life. You got those shoes by Gucci, the bag Cardin, the nose by Mac the Knife. But your eyes look too close together, your chin goes on for days. Jay Leno, I always said that you had a big mouth, but it used to be hidden in the shade. Talking about your nose job. Nose job. You got a brand new nose, brand new clothes, a whole new style and grace. Nose job, rest of your fate. You're a sick crowd, and I feel right at home.
I knew we were in the right place.
Well, so let's continue in that vein. Wrote this for a girl that I met at a clothing optional resort. I was wearing a guitar with a long strap. No, actually, this is my first time up there. They hired me over the telephone. They said, "Do you have any problem with social nudity?" I thought about it. I said, "Social nudity? What's that?" You pay. These people go up there and pay a lot of money to take their clothes off. I get naked around the house anytime for free. So anyway, I said, "No, I don't have a problem with that. What others do is fine with me. Live and let live. And then I thought about it after I hung up. I thought, well, okay, it's interesting. So I went up there. I drove up there, and I was taking my guitar out of the trunk of the car. And that rhymes. Another song coming on. Or a senior moment or something. First naked person I saw came running out of the woods. Right at me. It was a girl. She was about 6'2" or 3. I'm a big girl, too. Naked as a jaybird, beautiful. And she had a mohawk haircut. I remember that distinctly. So she's naked up to here, kind of thing. And she was running, and she was getting close, too. And that's when I realized she didn't even see me. She was just running from something, and that's when I saw the swarm of mosquitoes that was coming out of the woods behind her there. And she was running right for me. I knew I had to either get out of the way or fall in love quick, so I kind of did both. There's another brush with fame here. Dr. Demento picked up this song and played it on the Demented Network. I don't think it's as big as it used to be. I got a check for $11.38 or something. But I was famous for a day. Okay, it goes like this here. I like your skin. It's never thick or thin. It keeps your face in place. It holds your insides in. I like your hair. A little here and there. I like it fine and fair. I like it like a grizzly bear. I like your nose. I like your smile. I like to see your clothes lying in a pile. Well, it could take me days to sing the praise of everything I like about you. Here's where I'd begin. I like your skin. Think ukulele right here. I like your toes. Yeah. Do I remember 10? If you should lose your shoes, I like to count them all again. I like your knees bending in the breeze. Far as I can see, they're all the knees should be. But more than all the rest, I like your skin the best. And though it's just a shell, you wear it well. So call me superficial, but if I get my wish, I'll know you from the outside in. Honey, until then, if it's no sin to to say it all again. I like your skin. Aloha. Want to do barefoot? Let's do barefoot, John. I used to live in Seattle. And there was a guy that used to wander around up there with no shoes on. It gets cold in Seattle. You probably know that. His name was John, and he's just a little strange. It was before they had homeless people, so he was a bum. John used to go around with his blue feet in the wintertime, and they'd let him in to warm up and stuff, and he'd sit around, and then the paying customers came in, and they'd say, "John, it's time to go." And John would wander out into the street again, happy, smiling, nothing bothered him. Just to complete the picture a little bit, he also wore a gold-rimmed monocle, which is a tough rhyme, if you know what I mean. So don't look for it in the song, but hold that thought. Nobody knew where he came from. He just blew in like the wind off the street. And he strayed around town all the winter with a smile on his face and no shoes on his feet. He didn't want money, but he would take a drink. I'm a bum, not a beggar, he'd say. Then he'd sit at the end of the bar like a king, with a whiskey reward for his integrity. Everyone knew he was crazy, but some said old John had it made. As the world hurried by all around him, with his headlines and deadlines and taxes to pay. The bartenders knew he was good for a laugh, and when they wanted a laugh, they let him stay. But when John wasn't funny, or they wanted the seat, he was good for nothing and back on the street. Now barefoot John is gone, where the winters all are warm, where the eats are free and the drinks are strong. There's a chair for barefoot John. Now they've seen John down in Miami, and in a bar down in San Jose. Some even swore he was driving a car, or just wearing a new pair of shoes in LA. Maybe they saw what they wanted to see. I couldn't say they were wrong, just that some things look better from farther away, and bums become legends after they're gone. And barefoot John is gone, where the winters all are warm, where the eats are free and the drinks are strong. There's a chair for Barefoot John. Thanks. Had the good fortune to see a lady named Alice Stewart in Seattle. I don't know if you know her. She's a folkie from way back. In fact, she was, get this, she was the original guitar player for Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention. When they were still a garage band, I think. But yeah, she's been around a long time. Blues singer, great guitar player and singer. And that's why I'm not an engineer today, folks, is because I sat around coffee houses in Seattle instead of hitting the books. And I used to see Alice there, and Barefoot John would come in to see Alice also in little clubs up on the university there. And I reacquainted myself with Alice, and she sang on that song on a new CD that's coming out real soon. So it's kind of a full circle for both of us, you know. She didn't know me, you know, just some kid in the audience. But anyway, a little personal glimpse there. What are you going to do? What are we going to do? How are we doing for time? They tell us we can't go over an hour. This is probably not professional to say this on camera, but we never were accused of running a real tight show. You know? Well, the guy will come out here and start waving, I guess, when it's... You want to do... Want to do Lucky Penny? Okay, let's do this. This will conclude the poverty section of our show. This is about picking up spare change off the sidewalk. Yeah. Rolfe and I work in San Francisco sometimes. Did I introduce you to my friend Rolfe Wyer here? Give Rolfe a hand. Rolfe's a fine songwriter. Oh, thank you. Very good. All right. Very good. Right down to the second, too. How long do I have to talk? Rolfe's a wonderful guitar player and songwriter and singer in his own right, and he's wasting his talents on the bass, I can tell you that. But I'm glad he agreed to do this. Because I have to buy him beer for life, so... And when we were in San Francisco, we see people with shopping carts go right by nickels and dimes on the sidewalk because they know the big money's down at the corner, you know, where the tourists are. So that's where I swing into action because I still pick up pennies off the sidewalk because it's a karma thing for an old hippie. But I don't know. It represents a little bright spot in the day when you find a penny, don't you think? And found you're a pick-me-up when I'm looking down. Must be a million lying around on the sidewalks of this old town. Great days are coming, but I don't know when. Can see the rainbow, but I can't find the end. Until the sun comes shining again. Lucky penny, you're my friend. Some they scuffle, claw and climb, pass you by like they was blind. Some they hustle, nickels and dimes. They got theirs and I got mine. Flowers grow on vacant lots. rambling roads and forget-me-nots. Songbirds sing, but money talks. Lucky penny, you're all I got. Gold may glitter and silver shine. I'm a winner every time. Me and you, we just two of a kind. Lucky pennies left behind. Thank you. All right, we're going to try something out. This sounds, well, it's a blues, I guess, but wait till it gets going. When I hear people say they've had a bad hair day, well, I wish my troubles were that small. And I recall only yesterday when I had no troubles at all. I was flying high, I'm laying low, flat on the floor. What can it be? Got hold of me, won't let me free like the day before. Something's pulling me down, my head is heavy today. I could hardly get out of my bed, that's where I should have stayed. Something gone wrong with the ground, I'm walking uphill all the way. Bent my back, my feet went flat, trying to stand up straight. It's just a bad gravity day, dragging like a ball and chain. Knees are weak and my butt's like lead. Shuffle my feet and hang my head. Nothing you could do or say, just a bad gravity day. Gravity's gonna be the death of me, squeezing out the breath in me, sagging my anatomy. Oh man, I could use a little levity. Feeling a little better already. Here I go. There was somewhere to hide, I'd be there locking the door. And if the only way to survive, never go out anymore. But it's a bad gravity day, carrying the world today. Feels so heavy bad gravity day. That's the title track off the new CD, and it has tuba on it. It's all right. We're heading for the door here. Okay. All right. Thank you. Here we go. You know, I should mention before we launch into this, we got another set coming. I hope you stick around. We'll probably be a little looser. Play some stuff we really shouldn't. I don't mean it's going to get X-rated or anything, but it'll be fun. Warner brought that six-pack like he said he was going to. We're going to go pound one down and see what happens. Was in the spring, one sunny day, my baby left me. Yeah, she went away. Now she's gone, and I don't worry. Lord, I'm sitting on top of the world. She called me on in El Paso. Said, come back, Daddy, ooh, I need you so. Now she's gone, now don't worry. Lord, I'm sitting on top of the world. Don't want my peaches, don't you shake my tree. Get out of my orchard, let my peaches be. Now she's gone, I don't worry. Lord, I'm sitting on top of the world. Was in the spring, one sunny day. My baby left me, oh, she went away. Now she's gone, I don't worry. Lord, I'm sitting on top of the world. Yes, I'm sitting on top of the world. You're sitting on top of the world. My mama used to say, you're gonna go a long way. Now I know it's just a long way to go, but I keep walking. It's like she told me, keep walking. Said you're gonna hear a lot of talk. In the end, you gotta walk, keep walking. Well, you just heard the story told, the streets are made of gold. They're all bought and sold, and you're out in the cold. Better keep walking. Yeah, I gotta keep walking. Only one thing I know, get you where you want to go, so keep walking. Down at the house of sin, yeah, they will surely ask you in. The crocodile smiles and pretend to be your friend. Better keep walking. Yeah, gotta keep walking. Keep your feet on the ground, pick them up and put them down, keep walking. And when I don't know where I'm going, but I feel like I'm almost gone, I can hear her voice telling me just got no choice but to walk on. I walk on. Fall down in a hole, bruise your soul. Pick it up, put it back on the track and take it slow, but keep walking. Yeah, I gotta keep walking. Though you're riding high now, better not forget how to keep walking. Such a long way to go. Thank you very much. Is this where we beat a hasty retreat? Thank you. We got another set coming up, and Rolfe's going to go out in the lobby and sign autographs or something. I got a couple of CDs. I don't have the new one. It's still over at Rolfe's studio.
Yeah, see, every show it's the same thing. I'd have my new CD, except it's over at Rolfe's studio. Like it's my fault. What did I ever do to deserve it? I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. I'll take it. It's okay. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you for being here. To? All right, we're just gonna wing some stuff here. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna pretend like we're at happy hour, some saloon somewhere. We were at a place last night for happy hour. They were already happy when we got there, you know. And
this way, the night started out with a refugee from the X Games who was about 6'4" and weighed about 240 with a skateboard in his hand, chicken grease coming down the side, sat in the very front row and started playing air guitar on his skateboard. I just sort of looked over and went like, okay, it's going to be a really long night. All right.
That's the trouble with this particular happy hour is they have free food. So, anyway, anybody's, and if you don't get there, I mean, you know, we grab it when we walk in the door, you know. Our ace in the hole is we get there to set up before it's all gone, you know. So this is what we would play at that happy hour. She hates my mama, She hates my daddy too. She loves to tell me she hates the things I do. She likes to lie beside me almost every night. Man, she's no lady, she's my wife. The preacher asked her, and she said, I do. The preacher asked me, and she said, yeah, he does too. The preacher said, I pronounce you 99 to life. Son, she's no lady, she's your wife. I can't remember where I met her. Seems she's always just been hanging on my arm. I can't remember how I ever thought that I just couldn't live without that woman's charms. And even though she likes the smell of French perfume, and even though she walks around in high-heeled shoes, all I know is I'm the one who pays the price. Man, she's no lady, she's my wife. Charms. She hates my mama, she hates my daddy too. She loves to tell me how much she hates the things I do. She likes to lie beside me nearly every night. Man, she's no lady, she's my wife. That's a Lyle Lovett song, but it speaks to me somehow. I don't know. It's one of those old married guy songs, you know. You want to try this?
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Somebody said, since it's Halloween, you got to have like a Halloween song. Okay, so here's our contribution. We also call it Nightmare on the 13th Fret. So we'll see how this goes. It says, and one person put it has a solo in it that virtually no one can play. Anyway, let me tell you a little about, here's some information that goes along with the song. Do you know that plants, when during the day, they inhale carbon dioxide and they exhale oxygen, which is why we like them, other than, you know, for shade and their greenness, you know. So they found out hundreds of years ago that at night they reverse this process and breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide, which is bad for us, right? Ergo, which is a big Latin word for therefore, the night air must be poisonous, right? So they used to like lock their windows and stuff and burn sulfur. Yeah. Jason and the air go nuts. Don't go air. Anyway, that's really not what this song is about, but about halfway through it, everything will become clear. Lock the door when you're home alone. If I'm not there, be careful what you do. I love you so much, it scares me. I don't skate where the ice is thin. Or eat your lunch right before you swim. Don't touch that, you don't know where it's been. I love you so much, it scares me. Baby, the world is a dangerous place. You'd be hard to replace. Right about here it was starting to sound like a children's song, so I wanted it to have adult value too. Okay, that's right. Don't count your dough while you leave the bank, or light a smoke when you fill the tank, but grab a cab when you have a few. Help me out here, would you? I love you so much, it scares me. Health related. Fat is out and fiber's in. Eat the chicken, toss the skin. Red meat and white bread, call your next of kin. I love you so much, it scares me. So walk, don't run, don't stare at the sun, don't breathe the night air. Don't rock the boat or step on the soap. Don't take a dare, don't feed the bears. Baby, the world is a dangerous place. You'd be hard to replace. In a world that's not so nice, if every move you roll the dice, don't want to go before your time is due. I love you so much. So much it scares me. Thank you. We're having fun. Let me slip in a serious song here before it gets too late. I was in a, well, let me set this up a little too. I'm like the last hippie in Silicon Valley. And, or sometimes I feel that way, you know. There's this apartment building over next door. I live in a little farmhouse, and there's this big apartment building next door, and it used to be full of like people that drove VWs and stuff. Now it's all Mercedes and Lexus over there. And this is before the dot-coms kind of went bust 3, 4, 6 months ago. And there's trouble getting people like firefighters and teachers and policemen to stay in the community because it costs so much to live there. And I don't know how some people make it, you know, minimum wage being what it is. And I was in I guess it was a Taco Bell one day. Names of the franchises have been changed to protect me from litigation in this song. But saw somebody come in the back door wearing a Burger King or a McDonald's uniform and change into the Taco Bell uniform and go to work in like a second shift, you know. And that's hard work. I don't know if you've ever, anybody overworked food? I have. No fun, boy, let me tell you, no fun. She was changing out of her fried chicken red, getting into her hamburger blue. And the girl looking back from the mirror wasn't anyone she thought she knew. She looked older and tired and a little bit wired, drinking coffee just to get herself through that long second shift she'd sure like to skip. But the baby needs new shoes. She's a minimum wager, just hanging on. Minimum wager. And she's standing on the bottom rung. Well, the days are long, but the years just fly. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Lord, it's hard when you're just getting by. Everybody's got money but you. There's an old man ringing the register, and he's thinking about 1943. When the war was on, he was young and strong, and he fought for democracy. Now they send foreign aid, and the cars are all made in the land of his old enemies. And wrong or right, he's too old to fight, and he feels like a refugee. He's a minimum wager, just hanging on. Minimum wager. Got a grip on the bottom rung, so you eat your soup and you say amen. Try not to think how it's all gonna end. You're better off than your homeless friends, but you're only a paycheck away. Well, the stock market's up and it's all over town. The buck has got to stop somewhere. If it leaves the top, if it all trickles down, well, it don't hang around down here, where every penny earned is a dollar spent, after the groceries and the rent. There's just enough for the government and a ticket in the lottery. There's a bus rolling over the boulevard. It's picking up the fortunate few. Some shall ride and some must walk, no matter what they do. When you work, make half as much, you work twice as hard. When you've been there, you'll know that it's true. Listen to the politicians talk, say they're saving a seat for you. Oh, minimum wager. What if they're wrong? Minimum wager. Who's gonna catch you if you fall? But if the food is fast and the restroom's clean, the cars get washed and the lawns stay green, the young and the old and the in-between will be making it all come true. We can just try some stuff here. This is for apologies to Willie Nelson on this number. At the very end it'll go. It has a big ending, you know. Tonight, how the teardrops are falling. You backed all your dishes and your clothes, and in 5 minutes more you'll be closing the door to start your new life, I suppose. Well, a real man can feel, and when the feelings get real, a man doesn't care if it shows. But it's not your goodbye, it's making me cry. It's just a wild hair that's gone up my nose. A dog hair, a horse hair, a long or short hair, as any man who's got any hair knows. There's nothing in life puts a tear in your eye like a wild hair that's gone up your nose. Am I right? Some noses run so politely, you tell we're making this up, like the dew trickles down off the rose. That sound like Willie? When pollens and spores go drifting up yours, it runs like an old garden hose. So if you see me tonight with a tear in my eye, don't stare at my despair. It's not a moment to share, I swear. It's just a hair up my nose, just a wild hair that's gone up my nose. Isn't that sweet? Another Bing Crosby number. I'm an old cowhand from the Rio Grande. My legs ain't bone and my cheeks ain't tan. But I'm a cowboy who never saw a cow, never rode a steer 'cause I don't know how. I sure ain't fixing to start it now. Yippee-i-oh-ki-yay, yippee-i-oh-ki-yay. I'm an old cowhand from the Rio Grande, and I learned to ride before I learned to stand. Well, I'm a riding fool who is up to date. I know every trail in the Lone Star State. I rides them all in my Ford V8. Yippee-i-oh-ki-yay, yippee-i-oh-ki-yay. I'm an old cowhand from the Rio Grande, and I come to town just to hear the band. I know all the songs that the cowboys know about the big corral where the donkeys go. I heard them all on the radio. Yippee-yi-oh-ki-yay, yippee-yi-oh-ki-yay. I'm an old cowhand from the Rio Grande, and I come to town just to hear the band. I know all the songs that the cowboys know about the big corral where the donkeys go. I heard them all on the radio. Yippee-yi-oh-ki-yay, yippee-yi-oh-ki-yay, yippee-yi-oh-ki-yay. Thanks. Nice job. Nice job. What do we got left? I don't know. Well, we should do this song for sure. A friend of mine named Lightnin' Leroy Cheney wrote this song, and it got him out to Nashville with a gold record under his arm, and it was a cut on a Ray Stevens album for him. It eventually went platinum, and he made a lot of money and hung around Nashville trying to write that second song, and finally gave it up and started selling vacuum cleaners. That's when he made all his money. He had 3 stores, and now he's got an acre by the lake and a sailboat, and new Cadillac every year, you know. Lightnin' Leroy. It's a song about a dog that died for love. As dogs that live by the highway sometimes do. Fred was, his name was Fred, did I mention that? The dog, it was a talking dog. It's all true now. Fred used to say, love's a bitch. And for him it was true. Now Fred was a dog I used to own. He used to answer the telephone, and every now and then he took the truck to town for groceries. And me and old Fred got along real well. At the checkerboard, old Fred was hell, and he never minded taking his turn doing the dishes. But when Fred was just about 2 years old, he started acting kind of bold, chasing after that beagle lived across the highway. Now he's down there all day and night, and I told him, Fred, you know you have to fight. He said, I already whipped everything between here and the railroad. Well, Fred, you are a good dog, but the women got you running wild and crazy as a loon. Oh, Fred, you are a good dog, but you're chasing cars around the bars and you're howling at the moon. Comes up again, and you can howl with me if you want. Now one night Fred comes straggling in. He's looking bad, but he's wearing a grin. He said, boss, I took a wife and I want you to meet her. And she didn't have very much to say. It's plain to see she's in the family way. She said, Fred, you better go back, get my suitcase. But old Fred never made it to the other side. Right in the middle of the road he died, flattened by a trucker hauling dog food. Now his wife is living here, yapping at her kids and drinking my beer, and she won't drive the truck nor do the dishes. Oh, Fred, you were a good dog, but you never knew when to chase him, when to turn around and run. Oh, Fred, you were a good dog. Now you're flat out on the highway and drying in the sun. Now old Fred's gone and I'm kinda glad, 'cause if he's here now, why he'd be mad. Not one of them pups looks anything like him. Oh Fred, you were a good dog, but you never knew when to chase them, when to turn around and run. Oh Fred, you were a good dog, now you're flat out on the highway and drying in the sun. Flat out on the highway and drying in the sun. Yeah. Nice. All right. Ran into an old friend here that knew me in my drinking days, which was, when was that? When was that over? When was that over? Yeah. Well, anyway, it used to be worse, though, huh, Mike? Yeah. We had a friend, a mutual friend, that we used to go to a little place called Boswell's, and it was kind of on the way home for everybody. I don't know why. Everybody used to end up there. And it was, I won't say it's a rowdy place, but they had a lot of broken furniture in there. And, nobody likes to sit in a broken chair. So one of the guys that used to drink there on a regular basis got a bright idea. Since he was a cabinet maker, he says, I'll tell you what, I'll fix all the chairs in the place in exchange for, a bar tab. I'll just pay off my bar tab with, furniture repair. So he backed his truck up and he loaded it up with broken furniture about once a month, I guess. And he's about breaking even, I guess. And trouble was he was too good at that repair, and things weren't getting broken up like they used to. So on the scene comes a Canadian fella by the name of Cactus Jack is what we called him. Can't remember what his real name was, but he'd get about 2 shots of Bushmills in him, and he'd turn into a wild man. And so my friend was back in business with the furniture repair. It's all true. Seeing Mike over there reminded me of all that. Yeah. Jerry Kane, still. Yeah. Oh, man. Jerry's mother came. You don't know this, Mike. Jerry's mom came out for a visit from Michigan. And we came in the door, and a couple, when you drink on a regular basis in a place, there'll always be somebody that's just dying to buy you a shot. So we came in, and we were ready for a polite one, a little aperitif. This guy comes over, 5 shots of the cheapest bar whiskey you can imagine, right in front. It was so bad we couldn't even drink it. Jerry's a tough guy. He's got big kidneys, but his mom drank all 5 of those shots. Good old mom. Yeah, well, we had to carry her out. There's more to the story, but bottom line is she came for a week and stayed for a month. She was in no shape to fly, let me tell you. Can we do a barroom song? I have an excellent... I'm pulling these out on Rolfe. Some of these are new songs. They're not even recorded yet. So. Did I mention that Rolfe owns the studio? And that's where I go to, commit all this to digital memory, whatever it is now. Not wax anymore. See if I remember this one. I've wandered the whole world around, Tipperary to old Timbuktu. I've been lost in the woods and the fine neighborhoods where the buildings were brick or bamboo. And you still find the kindness of strangers, though the street's unfamiliar and new. There's a place you can go when there's no one you know, where a welcome is waiting for you. Oh, you're always at home in a bar, boys. You're always at home in a bar, with your elbows at rest and a glass of the best. You always know right where you are. There's a pub to be found in every city and town, no matter how small or how far. And you're never alone till your money is all gone, or you're always at home in a bar. For there's a feeling comes over a gent when his elbow is comfortably bent, when the cares of the day are all spirited away. Who cares if you can't pay the rent? Though you know that your supper is waiting and the children are calling your name, though your conscience says no and it's time you should go, it's when your mouth says one more of the same. Ah, you're always at home in a bar, boys. You're always at home in a bar, with your arse on a stool and a glass that is full. You always know right where you are. If the wife locks you out, you can wander about, call a friend, spend the night in your car. You can weep, you can moan, but brother, why cry alone when you're always at home in a bar? I was in Ireland and Scotland this summer with some friends that are from Belfast, and there's still a war going on there. Somebody got shot or blown up every night that we were there. A little like living in San Jose, actually. Except it was for a good cause or something, you know. Had the opportunity to play that Home in a Bar song many times. It's a great acclaim. You know? I'm Irish, you know, and I'm like third generation. I'm a Yank, you know. I don't know. I didn't know I was Irish till I went to Boston, and then they told me that I was. But I like potatoes. I like a drink. You know, why not? I had a plan here. What the heck? Oh, want to do that? Yeah, this will be fun. This is a Conway Twitty song. It has nothing to do with anything. Except I like it, you know. Okay. Conway. My name should be trouble, my name should be woe, for trouble and heartache is all that I know. Yeah, lonely, lonely blue boy is my name. My life has been empty, my heart has been torn. It must have been raining the night I was born. Yeah, lonely, lonely blue boy is my name. Well, I'm afraid, yes, afraid of tomorrow. But I'm tired of today. And they say that love is the answer, but love never came my way. I'm writing this letter to someone unknown. So if you find it, and if you're afraid of tomorrow. And I'm tired, so tired of today. And they say that love is the answer, but love never came my way. I'm writing this letter to someone unknown. And if you should find it, and if you're all alone, remember, lonely, lonely blue boy is my name. Remember, lonely, lonely blue boy is my name. While we're in the neighborhood, I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree won't seem the same, dear, if you're not here with me. And when those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories keep calling. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue, blue Christmas. I'll have a blue Christmas, that's certain. And when those blue heartaches start hurting, you'll be doing all right with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue, blue Christmas. Yes, you'll be doing all right with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. Thank you very much. Thanks for being here, folks. I think we're gonna call it a night, I think. It's been fun. Thank you. I'd like to thank Namaste and everybody for doing such a great job for us here, all the technical work. They've been here all day setting this up. And the Arts Council, whoever they are, we thank you for making this all available for us, and we've had a wonderful time in Reading. What? One more? Okay. Thought you'd never ask. An encore. We get an encore. Which one you want to hear again? Oh, we'll think of something. Let me see. Which one did we really screw up the first time? Burgers and champagne. All right. Remember that one?
Sort of.
With the intro, I don't know. Okay. Okay. I don't want to bore anybody. If you guys got something to do, you go, yeah. Oh gosh.
Can I give you the translation of what that means is? I'll give you the translation. I'd really like a beer.
Yeah. Well, Horner took the money and went. I don't know.
He has not returned, has he?
Yeah, maybe he forgot, you know. He's at home in a bar somewhere. Oh yeah, here we go. All right, this is for anybody that's waiting for their ship to come in, basically. I'm going to skip the intro on this one, go right to the heart of the matter. It's a mean old world, my friend. Life is hard and then it ends. Living it up is the best revenge when you feel the pain. Now you and I ain't rich, but then we got to live a little just the same. So baby, till our ship comes in, it'll be burgers and champagne. Food for the body, food for the soul. Burgers and champagne. Help us out. Tighten up the belt and let the good times roll. Burgers and champagne. You got it. We could do without a few necessities. Blow a few bucks on the luxuries. So pop that cork and pass the ketchup, please. Burgers and champagne. We got a beat up car, but it runs okay. We got a caviar on a paper plate. We got a credit card and the payment's late. Still I can't complain. And old Howard Hughes saved every dime for a rainy day that never came. If we never get rich, honey, we'll get by on burgers and champagne. Food for the body, food for the soul. Burgers and champagne. Tightened up the belt and let the good times roll. Burgers and champagne. We could do without a few necessities. Blow a few bucks on the luxuries. To pop that cork and pass the ketchup, please. Burgers and champagne. Yes, pop that cork and pass the ketchup, please. Pick your lucky number in the lottery. We got it all just as long as we got burgers and hamburgers and champagne. Nicely done. You want to keep going?
Yeah, we'll do another song.
Okay. Hey, go if you have to. We got nowhere to be.
Understand.
Yeah. Oh yeah. How about a yodeling song? Gotta warn you, there's yodeling in this. This is a Jimmy Rogers song out of the 20s or 30s. Out of the Depression, anyway. Got a barrel of flour, Lord, I got a bucket of lard. Got a barrel of flour, Lord, I got a bucket of lard. I ain't got no blues, I got the chickens in my backyard. And it's a no all time blue. Got corn in the crib and cotton growing down in the patch. Got corn in the crib and cotton growing down in the patch. Got that old hen sitting waiting for that old hen to hatch. And it's a no all time blue. shanty, Lord, quit running around. And get me a corn-fed mama, Lord, I'm gonna settle on down. I can just picture that. And it's a new time blues. Gonna hitch up my mule, Lord, and take a hold of my line. Gonna hitch up my mule, Lord, and take a hold of my line. Said I just can't be bothered by all these old hard times. And it's a no time blues. Give 'em a hard time here. Rolfe Wyer. Got a barrel of flour, Lord, got a bucket of lard. Got a barrel of flour, Lord, got a bucket of lard. I ain't got no blues, I got a chickens in my backyard. And it's a no time blues. We'll do something like Trouble in Mind or something. Okay. We were a little, or Midnight Special. Want to sing one with us? Yeah, Midnight Special.
We know the words to Midnight Special.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Singing's good for you, by the way. Let me throw in. Oh, okay. All right. All right.
Look.
Okay. Song without message. Okay. Well, you wake up in the morning, you hear the work bell ring. You go marching to the table, you just see the same damn thing. Knife and fork up on the table, but there ain't no biscuits in the pan. But if you say anything about it, you get in trouble with the man. Now let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine its ever-loving light on me. But if you're ever in Houston, boy, you better walk right, and you better not gamble. Oh, you better not fight. The sheriff gonna grab you, the deputy drag you down, and the next thing you know, child, you're Sugarland bound. Now let the midnight special shine a light on me. Yeah. Let the midnight special shine its ever-loving light on me. On the cup, Miss Rosie, tell me how do you know? 'Cause the way she wore her apron, yeah, what's the clothes she wore? Umbrella on her shoulder, piece of paper in her hand. You know she come to tell the warden, I want my man. Now there's a midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine its ever-loving light on me. special. Shine its ever-loving light on me. Midnight special. Shine a light on me. Hit the midnight special. Shine its ever-loving light on me. Thank you. Thanks and good night, folks. Rolfe Wyer.